Now let's go to the Commanders here. We're sort of like, okay, well, Austin Eckler and Jacory Croskey-Merritt. Merritt obviously had the touchdown and looked good. Just a utilization score of 45. He got 10 of the team's 23 running back touches. That's 43%. But he also got 50% of the team's red zone rushes, which I think were a positive here. He had 10 carries. 3 of them went 10 or more yards. So we saw the explosiveness in a real-life NFL game that we saw in the preseason as well, Jay.
Yeah, well, you're a bit of a Commanders insider, Matthew.
Yes,
sir. Heard anything about where this is going to trend? Do you think they're going to ramp up and give JCM progressively more of the backfield?
Yeah, they are, but they still like Austin Eckler. They still like his veteran leadership. They still like him in pass protection, and Eckler's still good. I mean, I thought Eckler looked like Austin Eckler.
It's a perfect role for him.
Perfect role for him. Doesn't need to carry the full workload. He had a 19% route participation. This is JCM, Bill, with a 3% target share. So I think that ramps up a little bit. Played 29% of the snaps. I think this is ultimately going to be a true committee. I think it's going to be 50-50. I don't think it ultimately becomes entirely JCM's backfield. But I think, if you go back to last year when it was Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler and look at the games where both guys were healthy, I think that's probably a good sort of indicator of what we expect here out of the Commanders.
How about the Broncos, notably RJ Harvey? Not a lot of work. He had the big run in this one, Matthew, but this is a backfield that is extremely complicated right now.
His utilization score was 35, which should tell you what you probably already know. He played 31% of the snaps. J.K. Dobbins played 52%. He got only 7 of the team's 28 running back touches. So he got 25% of the team's running back touches. And the other weird part here, Connor, is that R.J. Harvey had a 33% route participation. Like we think at least R.J. Harvey was going to be part of the passing game, right?
That was kind of the sell on him.
7% of his routes. Tyler Beatty played in the long down and distance and the 2-minute situations. This is the thing we talked about in the preseason here. They don't trust R.J. Harvey in pass protection yet. And so while they understand the upside, we saw it in that 50-yard run, there's concerns here that are going to limit his playing time initially.
Right, and at cost, Jay, you were drafting R.J. Harvey to not only break off the big runs, but maybe be a little bit of a PPR cheat, especially for Bo Nix that typically might keep the ball under control and check it down.
Yeah, I think the key is just the J.K. Dobbins played 52% of the snaps. This offense did not look good either.
It didn't.
And it can obviously get better, and it probably will get better, but I think the hope that this would, like Bo Nix year 2, would come out a significantly improved player, and this was going to be, a top 10 offense with a lot of scoring opportunities and a lot of valuable fantasy real estate. Still possible, but you have to downgrade those expectations because Bo Nix looked like a bottom 5 quarterback against the Titans, and he gets a Colts defense this week that's pretty frisky as well.
This will be a fascinating game on Sunday against the Colts. Denver on the road at the Colts, who obviously that defense looked really good. It's against Miami, so it'll be a really telling week for the Broncos offense this week, I think.
Our last one, guys, Kaleb Johnson. Listen, Kaleb Johnson was not a part of the offense, was out there on the kick return team. I've never seen a utilization score of 2. He actually got 2 points on the utilization score. It just feels like, Jay, Arthur Smith is going to lean on the veterans in both Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren.
And Aaron Rodgers is going to lean on those
pop
veterans
passes to
as
Jonnu
well.
Smith.
Is there any reason Kaleb Johnson should be rostered, Matthew?
I mean, I'm at running back 60. I guess no. I mean, I guess it depends on your bench size. Yeah. I do think a role comes for him at some point in the season. But it's going to take a few. It just depends on how patient you are. But if I'm stashing a running back, I'd much rather Quinshon Judkins than Kaleb Johnson. If I'm stashing a running back that's not really playing right now, I'm nervous. He ran 0 routes. He's not involved in the passing game, and so if he's not getting the rushing yardage, he's my running back 60 this week, and I might be too high.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.